When she dragged the injured stranger into her broken little farmhouse, she thought she was saving a dying cowboy, but she never imagined he would be the one to save her family. The storm had been raging for hours when Sarah heard a frantic pounding on the door. Her 3 children huddled close, frightened by the wind howling through the cracks in the walls. She opened the door to find a man collapsed on the porch, bleeding badly, his clothes torn and soaked with rain. Without hesitation, she and her eldest son hauled him inside. He was barely conscious, whispering weakly, "Help. Please." Sarah, a widow with almost nothing left, worked through the night, cleaning his wounds with trembling hands and stitching gashes using what little she had. Her children heated water, held lanterns, and fetched blankets. They didn't know his name, only that he would die if they stopped. For 3 days the stranger lay between life and death. The widow prayed over him while her children took turns watching. Slowly, he opened his eyes, confused but alive. "You saved me," he rasped. "We just did what anyone should," Sarah replied, adjusting the thin blanket on his shoulders. He saw the bare cupboards, the patched clothes on the children, and the quiet strength in the woman who had chosen compassion over comfort. Something inside him shifted. A week later, when he was strong enough to stand, a black carriage arrived at the gate, sleek and polished, pulled by powerful horses. The children stared wide-eyed. Men in fine suits stepped out and bowed. "Mr. Grayson," they said, "we've been searching everywhere. Sir, your estate is waiting." The widow froze. The stranger she had saved was none other than Thomas Grayson, the wealthiest rancher and landowner in 3 counties. He turned to Sarah, voice steady with emotion. "You didn't know who I was, and you cared for me anyway. You gave me life when others would have walked past. Now it's my turn." He placed papers in her hands, ownership of a beautiful home, land, and enough funds to change their future forever. The children cried, hugging him. Sarah stood speechless as he smiled gently. "No more hunger. No more fear," he said. "You saved a dying man. And now you'll never stand alone again." And from that day on, the widow and her children learned a truth they would never forget. Kindness has a way of coming back, richer than you could ever imagine.